Yeah, hey everyone.
Yo.
If you didn't hear it, I mean, you can hear it a little bit more now. I think I still sound a little sick. How about you?
I'm healthy as can be.
I just found out something like a couple minutes ago, you guys, but that's not my stuff to share. But I'm Andres, and you are?
I'm Codee. Hey. Episode 3.
He's sick.
You're Wrong podcast. I'm not sick, no. I don't have COVID. What?
Episode 3,
Very
that's
healthy.
so crazy, because
I know, right?
I can't even get that on my YouTube channel. Like, bless that thing. I'm at 2 uploads so far, and one was like a couple years ago. No, and then one was a year ago in September. Oh, no, I actually have 3 videos.
Okay.
I'm going to link that there. You guys go check that out.
Andres on YouTube.
And Instagram and Twitter.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If you guys want to
Facts.
follow us, you could put that in like the little thing.
Yeah, I've been just putting... Actually, yeah, it's a good idea. I'll put personal IGs.
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
And also
I'll
follow the podcast channel.
Yeah.
You're Wrong Pod at You're Wrong Pod. Oops, I'm a little high.
Yeah, I've been putting that in there, but I'll put the other one in. But yeah, turn up episode 3. You know what it is. We're back on the mics.
You know the fucking vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that TikTok or that? Do you know that personality? You don't like that girl. She's like, you know the fucking vibes.
I feel like it. Yeah, maybe.
Her name's Shorty.
Is she from New York?
No,
Really?
She's a little chubby Hispanic girl.
Whenever I think of you know the vibes, it's like a very like Bronx, like you know the vibes, or some shit like that. You know the fucking vibes. Like I think of like
I don't know
A$AP
where she
Mob or
got it
something.
from, but how she says it's very.
I feel like it's a very New York thing.
If you know, you know, and if you don't,
Who
you
is
don't.
that actually?
Who?
You know the fucking vibes.
Oh, I don't know why I looked outside.
Who? Yeah, but shit. So
what are we gonna discuss today?
I don't know. I
What
mean,
you
I
wanted
guess
to start off with.
All right. So I mean, we have a few different things. Lots of things going on.
Oh well, before that, actually, just kidding, you guys. If you want to take a dab right now. I am going to take it as Codee talks because just not. You'll hear me coughing. Just start right now if you want to start.
This motherfucker.
Okay, go.
Shit. I mean, I guess we could do like a.
Cause you have notes and stuff, so like
Yeah,
you can start this shit off.
Bro,
and
I'm prepped for this episode.
Interject.
I'm prepped for this episode. I got a few different things going on. Some of this stuff is kind of older. Happened last week, but some of the stuff is pretty recent. I mean, the first thing is we talked about like that Ghislaine Maxwell thing.
Oh my god!
And that's been happening. And I heard that
Isn't it Ghislaine?
Yeah, Ghislaine.
Yeah, I've been hearing it.
I heard that the defense rested their case. So
wait,
like,
what does that mean? Because I was literally almost on the last day of the fucking.
The
trial.
defense basically said that's all we have, and they want to end it. And it was like,
oh yeah, they didn't have much.
I know they didn't, and it ended like they expected for that shit to go on for like 2 to 4 weeks, and it only went on for like 3 days.
Yeah, they were talking about that there's a lot of witnesses lined up, some shit like that, and then there ended up not being. Like there was supposed to be one more, and they were like, "Oh, just kidding, he's not going to testify."
I'm sure they murdered her. They'll find her popped up in some river or something. But anyways,
I think it was a guy too,
or he, him, or they, or whatever. But anyways, so this sort of has to do with the pedophilia. I don't know what's up with the pedophilia nowadays, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But so I heard about this first on it was a podcast. I don't know if it was Morning Wire or the New York Times one, the Journal, not the Journal. I don't know, some news podcast, but it was a report. Oh no, it was Breaking Points actually. Really good podcast if anybody wants to check it out. But there was a CNN producer who worked really close to Chris Cuomo. He was a straight pedophile.
Cute. Chris Cuomo. Wait, let me see if that. I want to see if I'm saying the right thing.
He got caught lifting fake weights, too. Kind of funny, but he's a guy that got into a fight with a dude
a little bit
when he was supposed to be in quarantine, and then he came out of the basement acting like he was in quarantine the whole time. Everybody knew. It's funny, but no, he got fired. But anyways,
he looks like a Chad.
Very much like a Chad, yeah. Yeah, big Italian guy, yeah. So I'm just going to read from a New York Post article, which is titled CNN Fires Ex-Cuomo Producer Accused of Luring Girls for Sexual Subservience Training. This is an article from December 15th. So a veteran CNN producer who worked shoulder to shoulder with ex-anchor Chris Cuomo, who was fired. Chris Cuomo was fired.
He was. When do you know when he was fired?
It was a couple weeks ago.
It was December 5th, 2020. No, yes, that he was fired.
Yeah. And that was because of the thing with his brother, all that conflicting information with his brother and all that weird stuff that was going on.
No, because wasn't he accused too?
Maybe, I don't know, but that was I think that might have been after the fact, but it was mostly because of stuff with his brother. He was trying to find it. He was using his connections in the media industry to figure out information about these girls, and they're probably going to try and keep them from talking or something. I don't know. That's sort of hearsay. I don't know that much about that one, but this CNN producer was fired after it was revealed he bragged about luring girls as young as 7 to his home for sexual subservience training. The network confirmed. This is some gross shit.
So yeah, no, but I'll put a pin on that. Yes, because we brought it up, so Chris Cuomo, whatever the fuck his name is, Cuomo, he was fired because of a sexual harassment allegation. So yeah, that's why he was fired. Good.
Well,
bitch.
I mean, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. Anyways,
but yes, that's nasty as fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, so he was trying to bring these girls.
Oh, do you know his name or no?
Let's see. Griffin. Yeah, I have it right here. John Griffin.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I mean, if you see a picture of this guy, he looks like a little bit of a pedophile. But so the next thing so actually I'll jump to this. So this is one of the cases where he actually had a mother bring their 2 children out. So I'm just going to read what was in the thing. So according to court docs, Griffin of Stamford, Connecticut, attempted to lure at least 4 girls ages 16, 14, 13, and 9 to his Vermont ski house for training sessions on such things as spanking and cuck worship. I think that's C-K. Is that cuck?
Yeah. Oh my god. Lately, I don't know why. I don't know where the fuck I heard it too, but I've been saying it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know what that is.
I think it's another word for cock. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
It sounds like it,
but like a dick temple or something.
I think isn't that how the Brits say it? Something they say cuck or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Some motherfuckers over there say. But
I feel like I'd be honored if a British man
bragging about it though. It says he was allegedly bragging.
Yeah, no, he was fucking gross. And reportedly saying a woman is a woman regardless of her age.
Ew.
Ugh. Okay, so this is one of the cases. Griffin allegedly advised a mother of 9 and 13-year-old daughters that she needed to ensure her girls were trained properly, the DOJ said.
That is so nasty.
He then gave the mother, Heather Carricker, $3,000, so she and the 9-year-old...
$30,000.
$3,000. He gave the mother $3,000 so she and the 9-year-old could fly from their home in Nevada to Boston in July 2020. There, Griffin picked up the 2 in his Tesla and drove them to his house in Vermont. During the visit, the daughter was directed to engage in and did engage in unlawful sexual activity. The DOJ said that Carricker, the mother, who's 48, was also a part of. Also, she told authorities that she brought several sex toys with her on the trip.
Yeah,
gross.
No, he's a sick fuck. There's a lot of stuff this. Because I got it confused with this. Apparently, he offered a woman $30,000 in January of 2020.
Oh yeah, there was other cases.
Yeah, for a mother and daughter getaway, and then in March 2020, he offered another woman $1,200 for sex, saying he would up the payment to $5,000 if the kids are in the room. What the?
There was another case, actually, I don't have it pulled up, but where he video chatted with some daughters and a mother and had them touch themselves over the video chat. This is some gross shit.
Even says he says to chatting someone online, they stated that he was you need to promise me that you will always understand what you're doing is right. Okay, what?
So he was trying to say So this goes back to the sexual subservience training. He was trying to say that he was like training these women how to be sexual or something. This shit is fucked up.
It's nasty.
So
it goes back to very toxic masculinity stuff, and
I mean, it just goes back to this guy being a sick fuck. I don't know what you're talking about, but
men thinking they have a right to be. I need to train so and so. I need to show them how it's done. That's literally what it is, though. Like, and for you to say, come on, like, it's literally the proof is in the pudding, bitch.
No, it's
like,
just this guy is a fucking sick individual. I think that's what it is. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something to what you're saying, but I don't necessarily know that that's exactly what it is. Who knows? It could be. I could be wrong.
Look, he's calling young girls and babies a little slut, little whore. Little
he's a fucking disgusting
that's
person.
Dehumanizing.
Yeah, very dehumanizing. He's a fucking gross person. But anyways, so the mother, Heather Carricker, who brought her daughter out to wherever the fuck this guy was, this guy's sex dungeon, was arrested in August 2020 and charged with 2 counts of child abuse, 2 counts of sexual assault against a child under 14, and 1 count of lewdness with a minor under 14. So that bitch got what she deserved, because you don't fucking do that, bro. That's fucking gross. She is, I mean, I want to say she's just as much in the wrong as this guy is, but it's kind of hard to say that. But, I mean, they're both very much in the wrong. Who? The mother of the girl that brought she got arrested and charged for a bunch of shit.
And that reminds me too of like all the people in the victims from the trial that's going on with that Ghislaine whatever. All their parents that like agreed to that shit, that would take their kids to those, you know, trips of whatever that they had going on in those, what was it, the lake or the island? Yeah, there we go.
Island, boy. Sorry,
I think I finally saw the fucking TikTok of it.
You did?
I think they were going somewhere. They have like dreads, right? Or they stupid ass
dreads, tattoos, all the gold chains. They walked out of an interview with Logan Paul on his podcast. It was pretty funny.
Oh my god!
I watched it, and it was over some dumb shit too. Like, it was pretty ridiculous.
I'm gonna stay mute on that.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. I mean, so this whole case is fucking gross. And okay, so he is facing a mandatory minimum of 10 years on each of the 3 counts. So that's a minimum of 10 years. I'm hoping that he gets way more. I mean, this motherfucker. I mean, this motherfucker needs to get buried. Why? Because he's a white male?
Well, no, because it's so normalized, pedophilia and all that. Like, even going on in the trial right now, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's so weird. Even trying to like see them attempt to defend this bitch, and say that she had no doing or she didn't do anything bad, like she wasn't fucking luring these girls and like grooming them. It's crazy.
Well, I'll go back to saying that that's her lawyer's job, but it is crazy.
Okay,
I mean, it is crazy.
But even then, okay, so like I even wanted to talk
lawyers
about
for
this.
Everything, you know, like murders and everything. That's their job, but still, it is crazy. Like, how do you?
Yeah, but even in movies, like even in movies, for example, because this has to do with this pedophilia shit. There's a new movie coming out called Licorice Pizza. Another one too. I think it came out called Red Rocket.
Yeah, you're telling me about this.
Let me take a dab before I talk about this.
Oh shit. Bubbly.
Okay, I honestly don't know what the fuck goes on through these movie producers, like how it goes by so many heads, like a script when it includes an older person and a younger person going out. Okay, before I'm sure it was cute in Hollywood. It was like, oh, that's adorable. Da, da, da. But I think now you realize these age differences. It shows an ugly picture when you see an older person like falling for a younger person, and then like, oh, okay, for example, like in Red Rocket. Oh my god, the guy has...
Spoiler alert or no?
I don't think so, because it shows it in the trailer. The guy is married, and he instantly falls in love with like this young ass girl, and like suddenly his life becomes 10 times better. It has meaning again. Ew. It's so, I don't know, it's nasty.
So
and then
it promotes a picture of like a positive. But was she underage?
A lot of things happen actually from what it looks like in the trailer. I haven't seen these movies, but this is what the trailer gives me, and it gives me creepy, nasty vibes of like, how's your life gonna have meaning again when you have a wife I think, kids, and it feels so shitty and all this stuff. But a young girl comes along, and it's like, oh my, I'm hard. I want to go have sex. Oh, that's literally the premise of the fucking movie. It looks like, and why call it Red Rocket? Anyways, the other one, Licorice Pizza. I don't know much about too, but
dick. I'm pretty sure it's a Red Rocket.
It is. It is.
Weird,
I heard Red Rocket, and that's what I thought of.
Yeah,
I was like, what the fuck? And Licorice Pizza is the same. Also, is like fucking, and I get it. The movie set in the 70s of whatever. Apparently, that was the taste back then. We're not back then anymore. And love letters to the 70s or whatever decade. It's stupid when you're not even doing it tastefully, and there's no, I don't know. There's just it. If it doesn't land right, why are you gonna do it? So in that movie, it's an, I think, 25-year-old woman falling in love with a 15-year-old kid.
Oh.
Come on. And the fucking kid says, oh, I just met the lady I'm gonna marry or whatever. I'm like, bro, you're fucking 15. Like, you don't know what the fuck you want.
Yeah.
That's what you think. Obviously, okay, and I get, obviously, yeah. It maybe the movie is gonna interpret it differently. No, I don't think so. It's
I mean,
like,
hey, if I was a 15-year-old kid and a 25-year-old was in love with me, I would feel like the fucking shit.
Yeah,
though.
but you're not gonna know too that the fucking 25-year-old is gonna tell you to do these things that you think you want to do, but you may not want to do after the fact. And that's also the same with that Red Rocket movie. Is like, come on, it's an older man pursuing a younger girl, and I'm gonna say the power dynamic too. There's always a power dynamic.
Yeah. Is she underage though? Because I feel like older rich men getting together with
but see, that's
girls,
bad too. Then that's bad too. That's never good.
But that's not always on. You think the women don't know what they're doing? I mean, come on.
Yes and no, but obviously, okay. I think if the woman does hold the more power in the relationship, and you clearly can see it, then I think it's okay, and it has to be like she's younger, and obviously it's gonna be to an older guy. I think, yeah, she does need to be looking like she holds more power, like she's not getting manipulated, getting told to do these things that she doesn't want to do. Yeah. If she's doing it for money,
but
then
I mean,
know
hey,
she's
if
okay.
she fucking, say you're a young, sexy, spry woman, you're like 24 or whatever, and you got some fucking 85-year-old millionaire he fucks with you, and you're like, fuck, let's get married, then she's thinking in her head, all I have to do is deal with this old grimy motherfucker for 5 more years.
There's a difference,
fucking,
though.
Do some nasty shit that I may not want to do, but whatever, then I get fucking paid when he dies. I mean, come on.
There's that.
What's up?
But okay, so for example, I don't know if you know her, but Olivia Rodrigo, she's dating someone who's much older than her, I think, by like at least 6-7 years. What the fuck does a 20-something-year-old have in common with like an 18-year-old? Come on, like, even that. I guess.
I mean,
it looks like it, but yeah, they're happy.
Then
no,
why
I don't know. I think
it,
that's creepy because, and why comment on it too is because even reflecting on it now, me thinking like, me, a 24-year-old, imagine me dating like an 18-year-old or something.
Yeah, it's true.
Damn, like, I can't take them out to bars. I can't really take them out, I don't know.
Well, that bitch is getting into whatever
places with my friends.
So.
Well, I mean, that too, but still, it's weird. It's like, we don't have much in common. They're like barely freaking out about probably going to college and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've already graduated. I'm probably thinking about like, oh my God, what am I doing now after college?
Yeah.
What am I doing for the future? Whereas they're just barely getting their shit together. Like, there's not really much we have in common.
Yeah,
now, I guess because they're famous, rich, and all that stuff, maybe they can share some commonalities, but I don't think.
Yeah.
In a normal day-to-day thing, I don't think anyone that's older than someone by a significant amount of years in like at least 18s. I don't think teens should not be dating old ass people and vice versa.
Yeah.
Nobody should be dating a teenager.
I mean, it's an interesting conversation because it's like, where's the cutoff to where it's okay for the age limit to be like a 25-year-old?
I think they're like 24 and up. I think it's fair game for whatever.
Why? Because their brain is more developed and they know like
at 25, your brain is like developed supposedly. My ex was 25, but I don't think yet his brain was developed.
Yeah, not everybody's brain is.
He's smart, but
you get dropped on that a couple times, you lose a couple years to develop it. Or kicked in the head. But
yeah, I think 24 and up is a decent.
Right. So this is an interesting conversation because it sort of pivots into the next thing that I had actually. I heard this on Tim Dillon's podcast, which is a great podcast. Loved him, Dylan. But this is a interesting conversation about a new term for pedophile. So this is from a New York Post article as well, 11 the New York Post this week, titled Virginia Professor Under Fire After Saying Sexual Attraction to Children Isn't Always Moral, from November 15th. So this is I actually think, as I was reading this, at first I was like, oh, what the fuck is going on? But as I was reading this, it's like I see his argument, but it's still disturbing.
What do you mean? So
an assistant professor at a Virginia university is taking heat for saying it isn't necessarily immoral for adults to be sexually attracted to children. Prompting...
What do you fucking mean immoral? That's nasty.
I know. Prompting college officials to put out a statement clarifying the claim. So Alan Walker, who teaches sociology and criminal justice at Old Dominion... Yeah, shout out sociology. At Old Dominion University, made the controversial comment while discussing minor attracted persons. So that's the term that he wants to replace pedophiles with. Minor attracted persons, or MAPS, and pedophiles during a November 8th interview with the Prostasia Foundation, a San Francisco-based child protection organization. So I actually think what are your first thoughts on that when you hear that? Right? It's fucking like.
Well, I think
weird.
Well, whenever someone tries to do an argument of the offensive side of things, it's like we don't the general population doesn't think like that. I just think you're fucking weird, and clearly you think that way, and that's nasty.
So clearly, this guy's he's attracted to minors.
Yeah,
and he's trying to find a way to make it okay in his mind. But but he had an interesting argument where
it's stupid though. But see,
I know, I agree. But but the argument is these people don't choose to be attracted to children, but they do choose to enact and go after actually having contact with children. So it's so basically he insisted. So this quoted. He insisted it's important to use that terminology, minor attracted person, instead of pedophile because it's less stigmatizing.
Doesn't matter though, and it should be stigmatized because that's something that's disgusting.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
Not them trying to normalize it again.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
That's normalizing it.
No, I agree. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Realizing it too, my high ass, what they're doing. Yeah, they're saying, "Oh yeah, it's okay, and you shouldn't call it pedophilia because that's a bad word. That's negative."
This is
that's
where inclusivity.
No.
This is almost where inclusivity stretches to, though. It's you have to start being inclusive to all different types of people.
Bitch,
their genders, all this stuff. Now you have to be inclusive to people that are
and
attracted
that's
to
actually
children,
what they
right?
call deviant behavior. So thank you very much. And would you say that person's stuff was they teach sociology
and criminal justice?
And you said they were the ones that said that?
Yeah, they wrote a whole book about it.
That they think pedophilia is okay?
No.
Oh.
No. Basically, their argument was... No, here was their argument, and you can read the article if you want to. It's an interesting article. I don't agree with this point. I'm just saying this is what their argument is, right? These people that are addicted, or I keep saying addicted, attracted to minors, they don't choose to be attracted to minors. So that's why they feel like there should be less stigmatization. Now, they're okay with people that are actually enact their urges to go have sexual contact with children being called pedophiles because that's fucked up. But they're saying that people that they don't choose to be attracted to minors, so they think that they shouldn't be classed within the same group of people that actually enact and go and have sexual contact with a child. They shouldn't be classed in with that because they don't choose to be attracted to them. But they also don't go out and act on their urges.
That's what the sociology had.
That's sort of the argument that he made.
Okay, well, never mind. I take it back. He's fucking stupid, and yes, he's normalizing pedophilia. And if he's, had a little burp. Knew an ounce of criminal justice and sociology mixed together too, then he would know that's deviant behavior, and that's just
deviant behavior. Explain.
I guess outside of what is considered the norm, for example, I'm trying to think of something. What would be considered
breaking into a store
is
and stealing something?
No, say a random ass guy going into a fucking a park with kids in it and
jerking
off. That's deviant behavior.
Oh, yeah, it's very weird. Deviant.
Yes. Yeah. I think anything
But he's not touching the kids.
Yeah, but that's still...
So is he a minor attracted person, or is he a pedophile?
No, he's a pedophile. That's weird.
Shit.
I think that's pedophilia. If you're doing that in front of kids and that's getting you riled up. Yeah.
I'll just fuck with you.
What the fuck? But I think, that's an example of deviant behavior. And let me look another one up. Let me see.
So, yeah. I fully agree. But what I'm saying is, and I don't agree with this viewpoint, I think it's fucking... It is normalizing pedophilia in a sense. But his argument isn't that. His argument is that the people that don't enact out those fantasies or whatever feelings that they have towards minors, they don't enact them out, they shouldn't be grouped in with the same people that do enact those out and sexually abuse children and all that stuff because they make the choice not to. I don't agree with this. I think this is fucking mad disturbing, and I agree with you. Like it is normalizing pedophilia in a sense, but I'm just saying that's what his argument is. And and I didn't fully understand that at first, but when I read the article, I was like, okay, I mean, I see what he's saying, but this guy's basically like he's attracted to children, and he's trying to make it normalized in his own mind. I think is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because there was comments where people from the university that he worked on was like, it's weird knowing that we have someone like this on our.
Good. They should call it out because I don't know. I feel like people in sociology, they be putting on them sociological lenses and they get too fucking caught up in them and they're like, oh my God, let's see how far we can stretch the boundaries of things. Like, bitch, chill. But like another example of deviant behavior is like drug use. Shit, people drop in acid, Molly, mushrooms, smoking weed, all that stuff. It's considered deviant behavior because like, it goes against the norms of society. People shouldn't be doing drugs. It's bad for you, etc., etc. But people still do it. So,
Well, I don't know if I necessarily put that in the same thing as pedophilia, though.
Well, it is considered because sexual abuse is considered deviant behavior. Like,
right, yeah.
So, I mean, excessive gambling is considered that too. That's something that goes against, losing money. Well, I don't know. That's just not part of the norms that people do. I don't fucking gamble.
I see what you're saying. But I don't know. Okay, and I see that's a definition of it. So that's like examples of it, like standardized examples of it is what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily agree with all that because I think that deviant behavior in a sense of like, I feel like it should have an effect on somebody else's life if it's deviant behavior. If you're just fucking, I mean, no. I guess if it has an effect on your life, then it's technically having an effect on someone's life, but.
Maybe you're confusing it with like being criminals and stuff like that. Not necessarily. Doing criminal stuff is deviant behavior, but that's like a category within it.
So deviant behavior expands outside of like criminal activity?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Okay. I see. Right. Well, that's interesting, I guess, but I don't know if that's necessary. I don't know if I necessarily.
It's just someone that deviates from a norm. That's it.
Yeah. I guess, but like, what's norm then in that case?
Well, what we think is norms, like people, for example, I don't know. For me, I would think someone's a fucking deviant if I'm going to like. There's someone in front of me and the light's about to turn red, but it's on yellow, and instead of them fucking going, they stop. You're a cunt because you know if the light's turning yellow, you're gonna go, so everyone in back of you can go.
This is great, actually.
What the fuck?
Is it deviant if somebody like hits your car and then just like doesn't stop and kind of just takes off?
Yeah, even if there's damage because that's not the norm. That's not normally what people do. But if there's a good reasoning behind it, then yes, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, so
do I do deviant things? Of course. If that's what you're asking. Does it happen sometimes? Yeah.
This like moves into the next topic that I had actually really well.
What was that,
Cody? So it's something that I brought up before too. It's the flash mob retail theft that's been going on. That's fucking deviant. How about that? Is that deviant behavior?
Yeah.
Breaking or
I don't think so because it's a group of people. If you think about it, it's not just like 1-2 people. No, this is like group behavior.
So that makes it like, okay, though.
Okay, but why is it happening? Like, I'm sure there's some reasoning for why they're doing it.
Yeah, because they're giving the cops and law enforcement less power.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, good for them.
Not good.
What did it say that in an article that like they're doing that?
It's going to drive businesses out.
Well, what businesses? What businesses have they hit?
Like Louis Vuitton and fucking like luxury
so they have
stores.
Money. They all have money. Cody.
That doesn't make it okay though. Okay, so here's the argument.
Okay.
You have
stealing from the rich.
So
fuck the rich.
Big city big city. You have all these businesses. They all start getting looted and fucking attacked randomly. They're going to move out of those cities.
I don't think so. They're going to move out of
those cities. It's going to hurt. It's only hurting the city.
Because I think that, not to say there is a balance, because there's not a balance, but for example, in cities at least, I think they would be dumb to move out of cities anyways, because they know how populated cities are and how much people shop. Over here in fucking hick-ass Illinois, I said it, and what? Let's fight. For example, a little city over there, Rockford. That shit is dry as fuck. Like, stores, there's not that many stores. Okay, but yeah, it's not a city. So they'd be stupid to move out of cities and then to go to, like, small rural places like that.
No, I'm not saying they're going to go small rural places.
Well, no, but I'm saying, like, then where the fuck would they go?
So what do you do then? Do you bring in a militarized security force into all these stores?
No.
So what do? You just let... Okay, here's an example. The recent one that happened at the Oakbrook Center west of Chicago last month, they made off with $120,000 worth of luxury goods. So they're just going to take $120,000 loss. How often? How often are these things going to happen?
Okay, but you're saying why did it happen? To something about the police? Because what was the reason?
No. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think that's probably what it is.
But it doesn't even say cities, what they... Like...
It started in California because they're taking all this power away from police officers. They can't do anything. They can't do.
But like, is that actually a reason, motherfucker? Like, is that...
No, that's what I think.
But so for the ones that started in California, like, it doesn't say what their intent was or like why.
They wanted to steal a bunch of shit and sell it on the black market.
Okay, well, I mean, yeah, honestly, okay. Do I think stealing in that sense is bad? Yes, of course, if people are going to get hurt and everything, but...
Yeah, and they did.
But...
One news reporter got stabbed and killed or shot and killed.
I know she was in the fucking way, not minding her business.
No, it was a security guard that was trying to protect the news reporter.
Okay, we'll see him too. That's above his pay grade. Okay, so...
What do you mean above his pay grade?
If you're doing things above your pay grade, honestly, mind your fucking business.
They were trying to steal the cameras. That's his job. That's not above his pay grade.
Okay, but when you're putting your life at danger as a security guard, I don't know what to tell you,
bro. That doesn't make it okay that he got killed by one of these fucking looters and they got to go home.
Not okay, and it's not. But
I don't see where your argument is here.
Why are you being extra? Like, not
can't
you,
have your cake
but
and
why
eat it
is
too.
that person? Yeah, you can.
No, you
actually.
fucking can't.
Yes, you can.
You either have the
you
cake
can do
or you
things
eat the
the
cake.
right way or the bad way, and they're clearly doing things the bad way. So now I think the good way is
deviant behavior.
You can still steal. Yes. Can you steal from the rich? Yes. Should you steal from the poor? I don't think so. I think you're grimy and you're stupid if you do that. And you're nasty. But from stores like Louis Vuitton and all that, and Coach,
doesn't make it right.
Gucci, all that
slippery
stuff. I think it's okay. I think it's fine because they're not hurting. Take a couple bags. Oh,
a couple bags. $120,000 worth of inventory.
Well, it adds up. 120,000 might not even be a lot. It could be like
I'm
two,
saying
3
that.
bags. Like,
I'm saying that. No, come on. Stop. They took the whole fucking floor. So, listen, I want to read an article. So, this is an article from Fox Business. Chicago mayor blames retailers for not doing enough to fight organized theft. So Chicago mayor, fuck this bitch to start. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot blamed retailers for not making safety a priority amid a string of smash and grab thefts at retail stores in recent months. So,
but what does she mean? Okay,
and I quote, this is from her mouth, from her stupid bitch fucking mouth. We still have retailers that won't institute plans like having security officers in their stores, making sure that they've got cameras that are actually operational, locking up their merchandise at night, chaining high-end bags. These persons can be something that is attracting a lot of organized retail theft units, Lightfoot said Monday. So Rob Carr, the president and CEO of the Illinois Retail Merchants Association, he had something to say about this. So,
is he mad?
Of course he's fucking mad.
He's butthurt.
Of course he's fucking mad. And I quote, this is from Rob Carr. The comments that retailers need to do more are sadly misinformed. I think it ignores the fact that retailers spend hundreds of $millions every year on security.
And where's it at, though? And
locking
what does it
up
do,
their
though?
merchandise at night, hundreds of $millions every year on security. We're not going to put the entire store behind glass cases or under lock and key. Retail doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
I mean, retail has always worked that way, and even in,
entire
what's funny?
Stores?
And let me bring it up too while we're at it.
Entire
because
stores?
if I go to say, what's a Evanston, for example.
Have you been to high class? Like, they don't lock their stuff up.
And no, but in low income places they do lock stuff up.
They don't have
even
retail
in, like,
stores in low income places.
Target
what are you talking about? Oh yeah, I'm talking about luxury. Nobody's going to Target and doing these masks unless you're in California where you can steal less than $900 and be fucking fine, which is
but
fucking
I'm saying
ridiculous.
like in Walmart and what's another place? Big Lots. Fucking even the Dollar General store, they'll lock shit up in those types of neighborhoods, and
I don't agree
go
with
to
that.
Beverly Hills and they don't do that shit.
I mean,
It's like, come on, I'm just trying to get deodorant, and I need to go call someone to come over here all the way in the buttfuck nowhere in this aisle.
But they got to protect their inventory. I mean,
a deodorant and even the hair products. Come on.
Yeah, I've seen those pictures, but I don't know. That doesn't make it okay though for this stuff, and I don't think that.
I mean, if it's stuff they're scared about and like it's expensive shit, then it would make sense for them to do that at night.
Lock and key.
And knowing where they're at though too.
But these things don't happen during the night. They happen during the middle of the day. They get groups of fucking people on Snapchat. They have like 25 to fucking 70 people. They all get in a big group and they're like,
is there a group text?
This is how it's going. It's happening on Snapchat, and actually somebody asked for, I don't know if Snapchat made any comments about it, but somebody asked for Snapchat.
Yeah, see, like they hit 2 Nordstrom stores in Los Angeles. Oh, Nordstrom's hurting.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if they're hurting or not. It doesn't matter if they're hurting or not.
I'm a Robin Hood ass type person.
That's not fucking Robin Hood though.
I mean, if they're because they're selling it. But if they were giving it away, I think that would be okay. They're donating it. Why not?
They're not. Yeah, they're not. They're fucking benefiting their criminal ass selves, bro. Like,
when someone does it, good for them.
Really, you think they're gonna go give it away? Go back to the fucking hood and give that shit away? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What?
Why
Maybe
not?
some of them are, but I mean,
not?
Jesus Christ, it doesn't make it right. So I mean, that's fucked. No, and I'm not saying that I know what they need to do, but I'm just saying that Lori Life a fucking bitch ass blaming the retailers. Like, come on, bro.
Mean,
this is your city.
Stuff.
It's your city. She gets to take. She takes responsibility for this.
Yeah,
he literally said.
I feel like she picks and chooses.
We have a fine line to walk. I don't think the mayor wants a line of armed personnel in every store. Literally, what do you want? Military.
She doesn't. She doesn't even like the police too. So I was like, how is that going to work out?
So she needs to start supporting the police more so that they can help take care of these issues.
These crooked ass cops out here in Chirac.
Well, that's what we'll have to agree to disagree on that.
Oh,
I mean,
no,
you need police.
No, because look, even then, I was coming over here, you guys. It's so fucking crazy. And oh my, this is the second time it actually happens. The first time happened last week too, where there was a cop following me for a hot minute, and I didn't even notice until I looked back.
Your plate
so
is
clearly
for good reason.
So careless. Okay, yeah. Maybe I need to update my registration, but I checked my license. It's cleared. Everything's good.
Well, yeah, but
so I don't give a fuck.
That's not how it works in Illinois. Is that how it works in fucking California? Probably.
No, I have to.
They probably can't pull you over for anything nowadays.
No, they do. And they have actually side stories, but not for right now.
If your registration is expired, you get pulled over, especially if it's expired.
That's crazy. They didn't pull my ass over. So
that's why they're following you, though.
So as I was saying today, they were following me for a hot minute. I was like, I'm on my phone. I didn't give a fuck. I was listening to music, just singing. It was so good too, because I'm driving like a fucking saint because of like what happened the other 2 weeks ago, and. They just keep following me. They have their lights off. I'm just going slow, and then they're not doing anything. They're just, I don't know if they were trying to scare me, but I ended up making my left turn, and they didn't follow me. It was fine, and I felt like a bad bitch because I evaded the fucking feds and fucked the cop.
Fuck this motherfucker. Damn.
Oink oink.
I mean,
so yeah, I don't like cops. What was I gonna say? I just think they're crooked. That's it.
Yeah, some of them
especially
are,
out here in Chicago.
There's crooked people everywhere.
Yeah, that's the difference though, because cops are here to protect. At the end of the day,
retail managers,
they're not here to like try and scare us into acting good, incite fear.
Yeah, but there's good cops too.
Beat me with their sticks and throw tear gas. I know that's what they would love to do. A majority
of them are good. A majority of them are good.
I would like to think that's true, but not if when they follow behind that the same bad cop rhetoric that they follow.
This rhetoric bullshit. I mean, like, come up. Like, I need examples of that though. Like, what cops? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, like, for example,
multiple cops have talked about how
in Compton, the police, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that whole force in California was completely fucked for years.
Not even that though, because LAPD is bad too. So there are gangs out there, like whole ass gangs. And if you're a cop and obviously you know about that stuff and it's going on and you're not doing shit about it, then you're bad. That's not good.
So why does that mean every single cop? So does that mean every single cop across the United States is a bad cop because of that?
Did you hear what I said, Codee? I said, if you know about that and you do nothing about it as a cop.
So a cop in some small city in fucking Massachusetts is to blame because they're not saying anything about a shitty cop in Los Angeles?
Okay, well, I'm sure they wouldn't know about anything about that, Codee. But if it's going on in their thing and they know about it, then that's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about specifically if they know what's going on in Los Angeles. I'm saying if you're a cop and you know your partner is doing something that's not good, or you're doing something that's not good and you're fully aware of it, but you're doing it to uphold justice or for the sake of doing the right thing, then you're a fucking piece of shit and you're no better than the person that's doing wrong. It makes sense.
No, I agree.
Does not make sense, bitch?
I agree, but I mean, if you're saying that these are straight up gangs, what's to say
but
that they're
the
not
ones in Los Angeles, that's not
good
though.
You and
that's
kill
not
you
good.
Or something, and
that's
say
still,
if you say a fucking thing, we're gonna kill you. You need to act like this isn't happening. What? Then what do you do?
Know.
Then what do you do? You get into policing to try and protect people, and then all of a sudden you fall into the situation where it's like, what the fuck? Everybody around me is shitty people, but if I say anything, then they're gonna fucking kill me and my family, like some cartel shit or something.
That's
so. What do you
that's
do
the
then?
bad part. You still have to do the right thing, and that's doing
Easier
your job.
said than done. I think.
Of no shit,
Easier
but you pick the job, and obviously you want to do the best. So that's what they should fucking do is the best. Why would they be? Why would they be little bitches and not? That doesn't make sense. That defeats the whole purpose of being a cop, wouldn't you say?
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying it's easier said than done.
Yeah, and it's scary as fuck, and I feel bad for them because I think people, I think someone's gotten fired from it over there in fucking Compton, so a lot of bad things happen from it. I don't know what it was perfect example, actually. There's an HBO documentary about a cop in, I want to say Baltimore, that was killed, and I didn't see all of it. I actually fell asleep into a weed coma, but let me see. Let me bring it up right here. He was killed because I think he was going to testify against bad cops, so they killed his ass. So if you're a cop, it does happen.
If you're a cop and you're around that, you want to risk your life.
It's called the slow hustle. Fuck yeah, if you're doing the right thing.
I agree.
And I think this man, rest in peace, a good fucking guy, and he's a good cop for what he did. So, I hope those bitches.
But only because he died for it, though, or what?
Yes, that's what he did. That's what he signed up for when he became a cop.
You got to die for that to become a good cop, or what?
Not that you have to die for it, but at least that you're willing to die for the right thing. In any situation, you're gonna be the better person. You're gonna be the hero. I think he's a fucking hero for that.
Yeah. I don't disagree with you. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. So then what happens to cops that die in the line of duty trying to protect, like, the public or something?
Well, yeah, fuck yeah. They're good cops? Of course they're good cops.
But what if they were a bad cop and nobody knew? They die trying to protect somebody.
Why?
In a good situation.
What do you mean, Codee? Then there's still... Oh, my goodness. No, I see what you're doing, but no.
This line is very blurry.
No, it's not. And it makes... Okay, so they can essentially redeem themselves then, yeah. But I think you would have to... what is it? It's like a little PEMDAS situation. Say it has to be, like... in similarity to like what they did that was bad. So like, they did something that was, I don't know what your example was, but I don't know.
I don't really have an example. I was just saying, I don't know. I'm just playing through situations because I feel like it's...
Well, yeah, I still think though that if what you're saying, like if a motherfucker does wrong in the beginning and then he dies by doing something
I'm not even saying that. No, I'm not even saying that. Okay. So I'm saying you are a bad cop, but you get into a situation where you are actually trying to protect somebody in the public or something, or you're actually doing something that a good cop would do, but you're still a bad cop in different situations. But
well, no, you turn into a good cop. And that's like any fucking movie, too. That's like any fucking plot in a movie.
So that makes you a good cop, though?
Well, if you redeem yourself,
if you're a bad cop 90% of the time.
That's what I'm saying. It has to outweigh of all the bad things that you've done.
I just think that you can't.
That's
like,
what I was trying to say.
Why do you make a scale like that though? That doesn't
because
make sense.
that's how fucking society is, and that's how it's like the good or evil stuff. It's always like that, and then there's the fucking middle.
Yeah.
I don't know, buddy.
I guess. I don't know.
Cops are still little bitches.
I support the police.
I don't.
You're wrong.
I don't. I don't.
I don't know. That's an interesting
I support
conversation.
some police.
That's all right. We can agree to disagree. Yeah, no, I support some police too. Some police are fucking pieces of shit. But I mean, you can't go labeling all cops bad. Like this whole ACAB thing is fucking ridiculous.
Pigs.
Defund the police, yada yada. We see about how that's going.
Well, yeah, I think the
Murder
police
rates are
should not be fucking military. The police should not be having fucking hand cannons. They should not be driving around these fucking crazy ass Tesla cars. Like, fucking it's ridiculous. Why are cops spending that much money on that shit?
No, I disagree with that.
It's sad.
I know what you're saying.
Even for my dumb bitches in LA, like I feel bad for them. Like the fucking cops over there are just getting like more power, and I think what the mayor just did was like increase the budget or some shit. They could be doing so much more for homelessness, and I think recently they cleared out
they don't want to fix homelessness.
They don't, but what they want to do is just push them out, and it's not going to make anything better. I don't think they want to
do that either because
they have a
bureaucray
recently.
No. People are
recently,
making
and I can say because I live there. Recently, they just took out a lot of the homeless people. That there's like a area in Los Angeles called Echo Park, but Echo Park. They're only doing that because it's getting gentrified and because all these fucking people are moving in. They're trying to cater to the people that have money and building all these new businesses that weren't there before. And it's stupid, though, because they're kicking out the poor and they're kicking out the homeless to do all that. For people that didn't live there before that, though, they're kicking out people that have lived there for a long time.
Live there and where? Tents?
Motherfucker, not even just in tents, but even in the houses in there too.
You can't have this bitch looking like a third world country, though. I mean, come on, that.
Okay, well, yes and no, because it's gonna look like that until the mayor does actually something useful, or the governor. I don't know who the fuck has to do something. Someone in California has to do something. They make it better for them because they have the money for it, but they're putting it in stupid shit. Like I said, militarizing the fucking police. No,
this is what happens. This is what happens. They create a bureaucracy around that whole thing. They have people figuring out how to solve homelessness. This is just how all things go in government. They create a bureaucracy. They have people making fuck ton of money. Now, these people aren't going to fix the issue because if they fully fix the issue, they're not going to have a job. They're not going to have a 6-figure salary anymore. So what do you do then? That's the whole reason. Dude, they're giving millions of dollars to try and fix the homelessness, but all those millions of dollars aren't going to solutions. They're going to fucking people's salaries.
Yeah, like, I know Elon Musk's head ass can fucking do something. Talking about he can give all this money and stuff, well, then do it.
Did you see what he said about world hunger? Did you see what he said?
He's so greedy.
What do you mean he's so greedy?
Like, it's so ridiculous.
No. This is something I actually want to talk about. He literally said, they name-dropped him and Bezos in a thing about world hunger. Mm-hmm. And he literally tweeted to the guy, he was like, if you can prove to me that this money will solve world hunger, I'll sell my Tesla stocks right now. I don't give you all that fucking money, but you need to publicly announce what you're going to do with every single dollar. They aren't going to fucking do it because they don't know how to solve world hunger. And then they retracted their statements. They walked it back a little bit and said, oh, this won't solve it, but this will get X amount of people out of it and yada, yada. They don't want to solve this shit. They don't want to fucking solve this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know if you're a billionaire and you're not doing that.
Dude, he's donated billions of dollars. What do you mean?
He needs to give more.
He needs to give more. It's his fucking money. He worked hard. This motherfucker's working. This motherfucker's working like 18-hour days, and you got to tell him what he has to do with his money.
Go root for your brother. He worked.
It doesn't make any sense.
Hard. I don't even think he worked hard. Like he already had money, and then he just had more fucking money.
No, he didn't. What do you mean? He
did. Like he got that money from his fucking family. Let me see this shit right now.
He literally created PayPal.
This white man.
That's where he got all his money. He created PayPal. What the fuck?
Did he fucking really?
Yes.
I don't waste my time.
And then he sold it to eBay for billions of dollars, and then he invested all of that money into Tesla
news, by the way.
And SpaceX. All of that money. Put all of his money on the line to build these companies.
Capitalists get rich.
I read his biography. You want to read it? It's great.
Why do you even have that? You should not even.
Because it's fucking interesting. You don't get an Elon Musk. You know, you only get an Elon Musk every once in a fucking trillion years or some shit. I mean, it's literally an alien. That's what he did. Yeah, so he built PayPal.
So he can't give any money. So
he has given money. Look up how much money he's given. Go ahead if you want to do this. Look up how much money. What do you want him to give? 75% of what he fucking owns? I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it wouldn't hurt if you can just make it so quick again.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt for you to give 75% of what you own.
Actually, it would, bitch. I'm poor.
So why?
There's a big fucking difference. Okay, I'm not fucking rich, Cody. So where's your argument? So why do you get to
tell him to fucking what he does with his money? He worked hard to make his money. It doesn't matter. That's why. It doesn't matter if he's rich or not.
It does matter, though, if he's not doing anything to solve any fucking issues going on in the world. And he's constantly criticizing.
Are you kidding me? Solve any issues? He literally created and fucking... made electric cars and scaled up electric cars bigger than anybody else could, bigger than any fucking mainstream.
You guys, I'm talking car shit, but I literally
he created reusable rockets. Like, nobody created reusable rockets. Nobody could fucking do this, and then this guy comes in and creates reusable rockets. They literally land from space, bro. What are you? I don't
think he does anything useful at all to contribute to society, and he thinks he does so fucking much. But honestly, all he does is sit his ass and his house and just retweet shit. When he has a whole ass kid, like,
have you not heard him talking about that motherfucker sleeps in the office all the time. It's not like he just fucking starts these companies
and not only that, let's talk about the big elephant in the room. And obviously it's okay, but it's not okay. But damn, Elon Musk's old ass fucking going after Grimes, like, that's like a whole ass 20 something years difference. But whatever.
Yeah, but if they're into each other,
it's okay because she's like older anyways, and she's rich, and I'm talking about she's the same status almost. It's okay. In that sense, it is okay. But what's not okay is that they had a baby and like now they're divorced and all this. Like, if you know that's gonna happen, don't get into a relationship. Don't marry and don't do all this.
So
shit.
How much? Like, so.
Anyways, going off topic.
So how much does Elon Musk have to give to be fucking okay then?
Okay, well, like, I know recently, I think he was talking hot shit. I want to see. Let me see on Twitter.
He's worth $244 billion.
So what's it gonna fucking hurt, huh? If he gives a couple more, Cody. I'm confused.
More what? A couple
$1 billion. $1 billion.
Where does he give it to?
I don't know, bitch. To whoever fucking needs it.
Who needs it?
Let's start off with probably his employees, because let me tell you, they're not making that fucking much.
Yeah, but
how? Kidding.
So that goes into a whole different conversation. How hard are they working now?
Come on now. No, how hard is their job? I don't think it has to equivalent to how hard you're working. If you're a successful manager, blah blah blah, and you're making a shit ton of fucking money, I think the least you can do is for your employees to be nice and give a livable fucking wage at least. And give them a little something too. Like, come on now, those are your employees. If you think about it, at the end of the day,
how much do they make?
I know for a position that I may or may not do, it's like $15 an hour, and I
livable
don't think
wage is subjective. First of all,
livable wage is subjective. Damn, and I'm so glad that's not even my fucking main job. But making $15 an hour doing that shit, I don't.
You choose how you spend your money.
I don't think so. Yes and no, because at first, to even fucking survive, you got to pay your fucking rent first, and that hurts a lot.
You choose where to live.
So come on now. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You should still have a decent fucking paying job to where you should be able to live to where you want to live to in a decent fucking place. You shouldn't be, because then so if you have a bad job, so then you're going to live in a bad, shitty neighborhood. That doesn't sound good, does it? Doesn't sound right. All because.
What do you mean?
Because I'm not working.
Get a couple roommates.
Something good. I'm not working something that's considered
Moving
like
with your girlfriend.
A worthy fucking job.
Move back in with your parents.
I think that's ridiculous. I don't think that's how things should be, and that would say a lot about our country too. Of that, I mean, that is the way how things are.
Then go find another job.
It's not good. People should not have to work 2 fucking jobs to live decent.
Go get a certificate and get a better paying job.
That's not okay. I mean,
I mean, what do you want to do?
Are you those people that say $15 is okay for minimum
Nowadays,
wage?
it isn't because they keep wanting to raise it, so it just makes everything more expensive. You don't realize that the more you raise the national minimum wage or whatever, it just makes everything more expensive. Inflation keeps fucking rising.
And it doesn't have to, though.
Yes, how does it not have to? How does it not have to?
Capitalism's a thing.
The dollar also becomes worth less.
Capitalism wasn't a thing, and people weren't caught up in their things.
You and I probably understand the same amount about economics.
Literally, we would literally not be here. We would not be complaining about inflation, which is actually a real thing. Because I don't know what I was looking at the other day, and it was a couple dollars more, and I was like,
yeah, 100%. Thanks a lot, fucking Biden.
And it wasn't just Biden that got us here. It was all the motherfuckers before that.
No.
And I would like to say, fuck Trump, just because Trump.
That's actually an interesting conversation. I have some more stuff that we should get into, but I feel like that's going to take a lot of time.
What?
All right, we're going to pause here. I got to go to the bathroom real quick. So pause, BRB. All right, so, yeah, what did we just...
You have COVID, basically. No, you have COVID.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So, I don't have COVID. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm vaccinated.
Well, thanks
everyone.
for you.
I just need my booster.
Thanks for you, vaccinated individual, for fucking giving it to me, bitch ass.
May or may have not. I don't know because, yes, I haven't gotten myself tested. I'm sorry. Sue me.
I mean, everybody but me is vaccinated in this fucking communist city, so it's somebody that vaccinated that gave it to me.
Yeah, I don't know if... Okay, so apparently this new variant, what is it called?
Omicron.
Yeah, whatever. And it's going around, but it has been around since last month, I want to say.
And so it started in South Africa.
Yeah, but when did we first hear about it as the public? Last month, no? Or I want to say before.
So I have an article about that.
But I just think it's fishy that now we're in December, almost going into the new year, and now they want everyone to be vaccinated and get your boosters, and now they make such a big fucking deal about it. And now they're closing everything. Oh, I don't think they're going to... Well, okay, in LA, I think they have, the mask mandate back up.
They
and
love
I don't
the
know.
Power.
No, shut up.
They're fucking
and
power
I don't
hungry.
think... I think they should have it up anyways over there. And obviously in Chicago, we don't fucking have... People are so fucking bad. And not even that. They're fucking rude. If you even try and say something about your fucking mask, you're going to fight. Just be prepared for that. Not only that, people are fucking miseducated out here big time. Motherfuckers think if they get the jab, they're gonna fucking die or something's gonna have their fucking right arms and explode. I don't know,
think that's true.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, the vaccine's fairly safe compared to other different vaccines. It's definitely been given way more leeway than other vaccines have in the past, and I'll be more prepared to talk about that in some sense, but. In some other time, but I did do some things and research about Omicron today, just because I thought this was a really interesting topic. Because I had contracted Omicron at one point or another in the past, we'll just say, and maybe the present. Really? But so people are beginning to panic about the new variant that has become dominant in the U.S. Omicron. It sounds like a Transformer name, which is pretty funny. But
yeah, I don't know.
All I have to say, so I gotta say, I actually think it's a good thing that this strain has become dominant in the United States, because although it's highly contagious, we're seeing much less hospitalization and virtually no death from it. Literally, virtually no death. The first death was just reported yesterday of a guy in Texas who died. He was unvaccinated, and of course, that's the only thing that they're saying about this guy in the news. They haven't said his age. I would love to know his age, other health complications that he had, because I'm sure that he maybe was overweight or something. But all they want to say is he was an unvaccinated individual. I'm looking forward to seeing what else comes out about this, because I guarantee he's going to have other health conditions. Because, listen, I got Omicron, and if this is what people are fucking freaking out about, they need to chill out. I mean, seriously, this is like every other flu.
The other effects that are going to come from it. You don't even...
What?
Do you actually have it? Okay, because if you have it, then I probably had it.
Yes, I tested positive on the rapid test and the PCR test. I got my PCR test back today.
Last week, you guys, when we were recording the second episode, oh my god, I
fucking cut it out, but this motherfucker's over here talking about how he's feeling like shit.
Yeah, you see, you should have put it. So whatever, I was basically fucking dying. My head was hurting, And by the time I left this fool's house, my body was fucking hurting so much. Like, I wanted to cry. And I went straight to CVS.
I didn't
bought
get any
medicine.
of that stuff.
Well, I bought medicine, and honestly, by the next day, I felt better.
Yeah,
a little bit better, and my body wasn't that sore, but it was still sore. And honestly, I had the symptoms that are listed out on the thing, but I don't know because I'm not like coughing like as if my chest is hurting. I don't have shortness of breath, like basically all those COVID stuff too. Like that was in the beginning. I didn't have chills.
Yeah.
So honestly. Also, it was raining a lot these past couple weeks, randomly, the weather, and then the weather's been really fucking cold. I know when there's a change of weather like that, I get the flu, I get a little minor cold.
And that's what I thought it was too.
So
I go to
think
work when I get sick. I'm not no fucking pussy bitch. When I get sick,
okay, well,
I go to
that's
work.
still very bad of you, and that's
I don't care.
very irresponsible because you get people around you sick. And I only
people around you are gonna get sick no matter what, bro.
And I obviously we have to do it because of working and, have to pay rent and all that stuff. Yeah. Otherwise, obviously, if I had a fucking job that pays for my sick days and shit, I'm not going to go to work if I'm sick. But, it's a struggle out here.
Listen, but also, I'll talk about the fact that at the warehouse.
That's why I go to
At
work.
The warehouse, we already have a slim crew.
Bitch.
We already have a slim fucking crew.
So
what? Don't show up?
Good for them because that they needed me. Because last week was my last week, you guys, as we said. But yesterday, calling me, talking about everyone's sick and shit. And I was like,
well, yeah, that's a COVID outbreak. And it's probably your fault, bitch.
Oopsies. Because they're talking about, put your mask on. And I was like, I would have it on sometimes. It would make appearances. But
I kept my distance when I was there because I knew I was feeling a little off. But I mean, what I'm saying is...
I'm better now. Like a week later, I just have like sniffles.
Well,
that's it.
If they're going to treat this like the same thing that they treated the Alpha variant... Look, bro, I got the Alpha variant of COVID. That shit fucking knocked me down. That shit was like back pain.
I'm sure you wouldn't have gotten all these variants if you were vaccinated.
Terrible. I got that before the vaccine was available, I'm pretty sure.
Because it was crazy, too, when I was tested, like way back when, I don't know when, like a month, 2-3 months ago, I was negative. Oh, when was this? October. There we go. I was negative. So, and it would show...
There's breakthrough cases.
It would say, like, positive if I did have it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so I never had a COVID. So, now that I think maybe it was me, I should probably get tested. So, you guys, just be responsible and get tested.
All right. Well, I want to say something else about this. So, I was listening to the latest Morning Wire podcast, which is a great informational podcast, really quick information, and it's titled New COVID Strategy.
Better not be no fucking right-wing agenda. And better not be saying take horse please don't.
Yeah, that's left-wing shit. I don't know what you're talking about. No, but no, this is a very neutral. This is a very neutral. It's from the Daily Wire, so you can say what you will about them. Ben Shapiro's.
Oh, I don't like them, and
but you can say what you will, but they're very central when they talk about all the stuff they talk about on the show. They spoke with Dr. Humadi.
I know you didn't say that. He's in the middle on things.
No, Ben isn't. Ben isn't.
Okay.
But the show is.
See. Yeah. I'm going to listen to it, you guys, this week, and I'll let you know next week.
Yeah, and other people, go ahead and listen to it. Or you can just be ignorant and say, oh, no, fuck that. I'm not listening to that stupid shit. Like, the thing with
not being ignorant. I think you're just choosing what you want to consume, and you're being mindful
but
about
not even giving it a chance and talking shit about it, though.
And I don't think it's not the fact about giving it a chance. I think it's more of the fact, like, you know what they're going to say in that, and you just don't want to hear it.
What are you talking about?
You're making comments about it, and that's okay.
They're objectively giving the news. This show, I know what you think about. Yeah, the Daily Wire and all that. They are right leaning, but this show, they make a point of not being leaning left or right.
And we'll see about that. I'll check it out.
That's fine. And it's literally 14-minute episodes, 15 minutes.
As you were saying.
So they spoke with Dr. Humadi. Not sure if I'm saying that right. And I also I looked up this guy on Google because I was trying to find him. You don't understand how many Dr. Humadis there are because fucking all these Indian people or whatever he is. He mentioned that the new variant, the Omicron, could be a sort of natural Mother Nature's vaccine for people. This is an interesting comment that actually got me thinking a little bit. It could, right? So some of the best vaccines are live attenuated viruses. That's the term that's used for them, where they take a strain of the virus and weaken it in a lab and then inject people with it to let their bodies create more robust immunity to the virus. So this is like pretty much all the other like the flu vaccine, all the stuff, they take that, they don't beef it up, They kill it down a little bit. They inject it in your body so that your body knows what it is, and so it knows how to fight it off better when it actually comes about it in like the natural world, like the smallpox vaccine, all that stuff. That's what all these are. So he was saying that this is sort of what Omicron is, because it's a much more weakened version of the COVID strain, and if you get it, you're better off afterwards because the chances of you being hospitalized and getting very sick from it are really low. While the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines allow the development of immunity against one spike protein, that's from his words, and I don't know if exactly, but he was basically saying that you're better off to actually get this form of the virus because it allows for immunity to the entirety of the virus rather than just the spike protein aspect of.
If this shit is already out, you're not gonna get COVID-1, bitch. You're getting COVID-2, whatever version this is.
This is like COVID fucking 17 by now.
We're not getting what we had last year anymore.
So they were mentioning that this could actually like bring us out of the pandemic phase of COVID because it's so weak at this point.
I don't think so, because look at that.
Well, yeah, because all these power hungry people, they never want the pandemic to end because they love the power.
Oh, because Miss Lori Lightfoot wants the pandemic.
Oh, not just her. She's a little pawn in this power game. What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
I don't know, but I know that she recently did the fucking thing, the mandate for masks and showing you're vaccinated. Not even until January 4th. Yeah, so really? I think that even shows how important it is out here when it's fucking not. They're just choosing.
It's all play
for businesses, and so people don't fucking bitch and complain that they need to have their vaccines to go into somewhere if they want to drink and stuff. But also, it makes sense because you should have just got fucking vaccinated when everyone did, because oh my god,
it's
look
your
at
choice,
that.
Bro.
I'm still here. I didn't go anywhere.
The vaccines don't do what they said they were going to do in the beginning. They don't cancel the fact that they don't keep you from transmitting the disease.
They never said we weren't going to get the disease,
They 100% did.
I don't think so.
In the beginning, they were 100% marketing the vaccine right like now, you're not going to be able to transmit and you're never going to be. What do you mean?
Please pull it up.
What do you think they just said? I'm going to look this up right now, you guys. Go ahead and look it up. No. Look it up on Google where they're going to show you fucking filtered answers. Go ahead, look it up.
Shut the fuck up.
So I don't know. I mean, that's we can decide. We can have that conversation or whatever. But
I'm glad I got vaccinated because not only did it give me freedom, but it also gave me the what is it?
It's a free country, bro.
No, shut up. It gave me the feeling that I'm gonna go outside and I'll be fine because I'm vaccinated, which is
I have that feeling
good.
And I'm not vaccinated.
Well, yeah,
you choose to have that feeling
because all the other sicknesses that have come or whatever, the fucking flu and all that, you get vaccinated for that. At least once.
Yeah, but this vaccine is not a vaccine, bro. This is a gene therapy. Whenever has a vaccine waned within 3 to 6 months of you getting it? No other vaccine is like that. This is not a fucking vaccine. You don't get a booster for every other vaccine.
Bitch, what medicine is actually good, though, if you really want to get into that little topic?
What do you mean? There's been tons of vaccines in the past that have been amazing for eradicating polio and a ton of shit.
And look at that.
Advil.
They did one for COVID.
You take an Advil and you have a headache, that shit goes away.
So
that's fucking good.
I'm confused as to why people are so scared of taking it.
Because this isn't, you can't eradicate COVID.
Oh, you guys want to fucking...
You can't eradicate
You guys want a vaccine that takes like 20 fucking years in the making and then you'll trust it? I'm confused. Like... I don't know. They did science shit. Obviously, I don't know. If I knew the full length to all this of what I'm talking about, I would sound so much smarter. But no, bitch. I know what I know, the bare minimum. And if they ran their tests, they did all this shit, take the fucking vaccine because everyone's fucking taking it. Yeah, that sounds bad. Herd mentality. You should do whatever you want for yourself. Blah, blah, blah. But it makes sense in this case because it's
so what happens?
I'm fine.
There's breakthrough cases.
I'm good. Shit.
There's breakthrough cases. People still transmit the fucking disease of COVID.
Well,
so what's the point of taking the vaccine?
Those people don't get as sick and all that shit.
Okay, that's great, but some of them do. Some of them do, though.
Well, yeah, I still got sick, clearly, this week, but I'm fine. I'm pretty sure if I wasn't vaccinated like you, I'm sure something's going to happen to you, Codee, and I'm going to pray for you.
He's at home sick because he got COVID.
Tell Spirit to look after you, all those stuff. I'm going to leave a little crystal for you, but I don't know, buddy.
I'm glad I got COVID. I just re-upped on my natural immunity, bro. What the fuck? Guys,
you got the America genes in him. You got the country, the spirit of the country fighting for you in there.
I got
your
some of that
antibodies
hick
got
blood.
the guns.
I got some of that hick blood. Fuck you talking about?
You got some Kyle Rittenhouses in your antibodies. Look at that. They're gonna say they're gonna shoot up all the good blood cells, and they're gonna be like, "It was self-defense. I thought they were gonna attack me."
Hell nah, this motherfucker over here wilding.
Yeah, fuck Kyle Rittenhouse. You're a fucking bitch.
Okay.
Stupid cunt motherfucker. And you know what? I saw on Twitter. I'm not even surprised. Someone said this has to be a simulation or something, and it was like a Kyle Rittenhouse rally. Like, obviously, it had to be in Texas or somewhere. But someone said this has to be a simulation, and someone else quoted it saying, "Nah, this is actually how America is." When they like celebrate the killers and all this stuff, you know, like, and nothing happens to them, and like they're given like they're given all this fucking fame, platform, all this crazy shit. It's insane. That motherfucker was protecting
himself, bro. If you had a gun, you had a fucking you had some crazy people coming trying to kill you. Because what? Just let them kill you?
Why are you gonna be so fucking scared to be a little fucking proud boy when the moment comes? And
he's not a proud boy though.
But he fucking
he's
is
not a
because
racist,
he's going out.
Boy.
He's going out to defend his country. But if someone wants to come at him with fists and give a little tussle,
listen.
He wants to take out his little gun because he can't throw some fucking fist.
You know what's funny?
You're a bitch for that.
You know what's funny?
A bitch.
Really?
Yes.
Throw some fists in a group of fucking 50 people. They would have beat the fuck out
because
of him.
It sounded like people were going at him one by one, and he took them down
they weren't.
one
Did
by
you
one,
see the
like
videos,
it happened.
You dumb fuck. What do you mean?
Show me, bitch.
Show you.
Show
I don't
me
have
right
to
now.
show you. I know
okay,
I'm
then I'm gonna look because you're not in the right.
You know what the funniest?
And I know this is your favorite topic to talk about because you think he did nothing wrong.
We need way more
time.
But
in reality, he did do something wrong.
We need way more time to talk about
this. He took lives because he thought he was fucking defending himself when he knew what he was doing. By going to a fucking rally, knowing how people's feelings are and everything. And yes, bitch, I'm talking about feelings. Because he had his little feelings too by getting that little fucking gun and be like, I need to go defend my fucking country. I need to go defend all the fucking businesses that are going to be positively looted. Like,
I should give me some time
mind
to talk.
Your business.
I got
well, yeah, you're going to talk. That's why I'm getting my shit in. But it's like, he's not so fucking innocent. And
you know why he
likes
went out?
To think he is.
Do you know why he went out?
Why did he go out, Codee?
To protect a used car lot that was owned by 2 Indian people. I mean,
where did you pull that from?
They were like Middle Eastern or Indian.
Where did you pull that from?
What do you mean, where did I pull that from? That's why he went out.
That was never said. That was never said.
It's well known. Of course, it was never said because your side of the news doesn't want to tell you that. They don't want to fucking. They don't want to. They don't want to give you any reasons to fucking doubt.
That shit was premeditated, and there was proof too.
Premeditated.
Yes, he had. He literally had intent to go to that fucking place wherever the fuck he was going to with a gun. Like he had his friend's father fucking buy him a gun, and you're telling me none of that was thought out. None of that.
No.
Oh no.
No, it's all right. You're just wrong. That's okay. It's okay to be wrong sometimes, you know. I mean, I know how I feel about this.
But yeah,
we need way more time to talk
Twitter
about
clip,
that if we're going about that.
The Twitter clip I was talking about was him getting a standing ovation at the conservative conference, and that says what it is, but that makes sense as to why people have. Oh my god!
I can't wait till
why are you gonna be a fucking spokesperson for things now? Oh, because you went out and fucking killed people.
I can't wait till he
your
fucking
rights.
Sues the president. Sues all these resources for defaming his character. It's gonna be hilarious.
It's gonna be hilarious. Mr. Meaty thing. He really does look like them, and if you know Mr. Meaty,
hilarious. We got off track a little bit.
What were we talking about?
Omicron.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I think. Well, I mean, with that, if people were just vaccinated, this would not have happened.
Yeah, it would have.
It would not have happened.
A vaccinated person literally brought this into the country from South Africa.
Actually, what they should have done when they found that out, they should have just closed all the fucking borders too when that happened. But besides the point,
what happens? But why is it okay for Biden to close borders, but not for Trump to, because that's racist?
Well, because Trump is racist.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not. He's divisive.
He literally is. No,
and he's a narcissist,
like,
but he's definitely not racist.
There's actually proof, and like the way he talks about things, like
how is Biden not racist?
In itself.
Biden
is racist.
The motherfucker literally drafted the crime bill.
That's literally a well-known fact that Biden is racist, and
Trump is not racist.
Miss Harris is a piece of shit too, and I'm pretty sure she's racist
fuck that
too.
bitch.
So.
She is, bro. She was keeping people. She was keeping people in jail that she knew was innocent.
Yeah. So what?
She's a crooked ass DA.
Literally, she sent a bunch of black people to prison for what is it, like weed crimes and all that shit. It's so stupid.
Well, nobody likes her, and I mean, if we pulled up the polls, I mean, it's fucking hilarious.
Nobody likes Trump, and I would say I'd rather rather have these two fucking twats than the last twat we had.
That's funny. I wouldn't, but okay.
I know you wouldn't.
The fucking country would be way better off. Inflation, gas prices will be down, all this stuff.
That's what you need.
Maybe the media would be freaking out, but they'd have a heyday with it, actually.
I mean, honestly, it's so refreshing and it feels so good. And I don't know if it is, but I think it is in a sense. To not, like, what is the president doing? You know? Like, there's no noise going on. Like, there's no fucking... And actually, there should be, too, like... People should be calling out Biden, as they should if they are.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he's obviously not doing things as he's supposed to. But, like, when Trump was president, that shit was so annoying. Like, someone take his fucking phone away. Him, bitch, himself. No.
The media.
Himself, because he was on social media. And he
has a right to be on social media.
I was so happy when, like, they took him off of, like, social media and stuff. And I don't know, what was it? Like, Twitter? Or who was it? Who took him off?
Twitter banned him, yeah.
That was such a good day. But yeah, I'm just saying, like,
woke ass motherfuckers.
When he was president, it was like nonstop, like, shut the fuck up, please, shut up.
Yeah, but now it's funny because shut the fuck up when he's president, but now you're trying to understand what this other zombie motherfucker is saying.
And I think that's a little bit better because
that's better.
I mean, come on, yeah,
dude,
a little bit better.
The country looks like a joke. Are you serious? That's
better? Well, we are a joke. We don't look a joke. We are a joke.
We are a joke. What the fuck are you
big
talking
ass
about?
joke.
That's terrible. But anyways, actually, this sort of transitioned perfectly into what I wanted to talk about because it goes with the whole Omicron thing, goes with the whole vaccine thing, and it goes with the politics. So in a recent press conference, Biden said, and I quote, "For unvaccinated, we are looking at a winter of severe illness and death." And in the same press conference, he was sort of like saying, like, oh, if you're vaccinated, you're protected, and and get your boosters and yada yada, all the fucking talking points or whatever. But it's funny because, like, most of the people that are vaccinated are people that are getting sick too, and it may decrease your chances of severe illness and death and hospitalization, but you're still gonna get it, so you're not fully protected. So what's the point?
I'd rather be that than like fucking dying from it.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
Fuck shit.
So
if that gets the worry at least of that shit off my back, then yeah, I don't.
So my thing is with this though, we want to talk about a divisive leader and everything. Why is it okay for Biden to say some divisive ass shit like that, pinning two groups of people, unvaccinated people versus vaccinated people? Why is it okay for him to do that?
You're selfish.
Why is it okay for him to do that, but not for Trump to be divisive?
Well, how is Trump doing the divisiveness too? That makes sense. The context matters.
How is he?
The context matters.
Yeah, how is he?
But I don't get it. What were you bringing up though from Trump?
What are you talking about? Everybody hated Trump because he was such a divisive president because he tore people apart.
No, I didn't say I said racist.
Yeah, but he wasn't racist though.
But I said he was.
My argument with Trump is Trump was a polarizing character, sure, but the reason that he was so polarizing to the amount that he was because the media was using him to polarize people. I don't think it was fully Trump. I think that it was Trump. Definitely, he had something to do with it. He was very polarizing. He's a very big personality, yada, yada. Say what you will about him, hate him or love him. But the amount of like friction and stuff that the media created between the two groups of people, the people that liked Trump, the people that hated Trump, was actually bigger than the divisiveness that Trump himself caused.
Okay, well, for example, I would say the divisiveness that shows, at least for him, like, calling COVID off the Chinese virus.
It came from China.
Or Kung Flu. That's racist still, though. That's
not racist.
Terms. It is, though, because why the fuck are you just fucking saying it like that instead of saying it and giving it the scientific name?
Racist.
Of course you think it's funny because you don't think comedy's offensive like that. But it is if you actually read into the context, as if he's saying he knows that the words actually have a fucking meaning to them, Codee. Chinese virus, like, you're specifically
it came from China.
Okay, but then you're specifically saying that it came from China, and you're making people because it's gonna pin the problem on them, specifically blaming it on them when it's also our fault. But besides the point,
it's not Chinese. It's racist.
It's racist because he knows that people are going to be upset specifically at Chinese targeting them. And then what happened to a bunch of people? People got targeted. People got beat the fuck up. Why? Because they were of Chinese, Asian, I don't fucking know, descent.
Yeah.
That's bad.
That is bad, yeah.
Okay, but so he's racist.
Okay, but making
do.
Vaccinated people hate the unvaccinated people is any better?
Okay.
What? It's two groups of people getting pinned against each other.
I think it is because it's a different context.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is because
it's not.
In the context of that versus Biden doing that, I think what Biden is doing is not so bad because that has to do with health and stuff. The other thing what Trump was doing, he was pinning that shit on a group of people, on a race. I don't fucking know. And then knowing the consequence, he was though because if he's calling it, but if he's
people chose to take
because
it as him
he called it
race.
The Chinese virus and the Kung flu. Like you're pinning that on a group of fucking people that are of that
the fucking government, bro.
So then he would call it government fucking
China.
flu, government fucking Chinese virus, but he didn't. He knew what he was doing it by calling it those groups of people.
Yeah,
and he made them targets, and they became targets, Codee.
I don't know that me or you know exactly that he knew what he was doing. Everybody can make that claim. He knew what he was doing. Yada, yada. Same thing with the Capitol. He knew what he was doing. Blah, 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 blah.
There's more. So
that motherfucker was probably taking Adderall, just talking out of his ass, and fucking said some dumb shit. I mean, they're juicing all these old ass motherfuckers up. That's probably what it was.
Okay, so even in another instance, and this was, I guess, from a violent rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. Like I guess he was pandering to the white supremacists there, but he also made a joke about the Trail of Tears. Like,
listen, I'm not gonna say that he didn't say some unwarranted things, but fucking Biden has said some fucking disgusting things too. That motherfucker's talking about.
He is very
that
much
motherfucker's
racist.
Talking about kids rubbing his.
He was like
his
in
leg hair.
in the fucking wars. Like,
he's
come
fucking
on,
sniffing little girls' hair and shit, dude. Are you kidding me, bro?
Yes, he's not.
I mean,
he's not
on.
innocent. But I don't think Trump is any. He's not a fucking saint, and he does not.
I think he's a better leader to the country in
don't.
terms of foreign policy.
Not when you
he's
have
more
a history
strong.
of
and in
controversies
terms
like
of policy
that,
in America,
because it's not just those things. Like it goes apparently.
Listen, I don't know enough about the politics to have that conversation, but I mean, in my opinion, I would rather probably have Trump than fucking Biden, because sure, people are going to be crazy, but the country's going to be better off. Your fucking things that are actually affecting your day-to-day life are going to be better off. I mean, you can your gas money's going to be less. There probably wouldn't be a shipping crisis. I mean, they probably would have had that sorted out by now.
As
all
far
these
as
things.
the craziness, I don't even see this presidency being crazy or anything. I don't see people thriving off that their fucking leader is a hateful, spiteful fucking person like I did way back when fucking Trump was elected. Like, I remember actually seeing people excited that they get to say all these fucking nasty ass things, because that was an actuality of the fucking Trump era. You can't say that it wasn't. And if it wasn't for you, then it wasn't for you, because you weren't affected by that. But literally minority groups, fucking the faggots, the lesbians, all those motherfuckers were in a way affected by that too. Like, say what you want, even the whole transgender thing, like him doing that stupid ban and all that was fucking ridiculous, and that shouldn't have been a thing.
I don't disagree
with
that. Yeah.
There's a lot of things that this motherfucker has done, so please.
Well, you're gonna agree and disagree with every politician, because they're never gonna align with exactly
that's the whole point.
But I think that most of the country would probably be better off if he was in the fucking in the seat. But I mean, hey,
I don't think so.
But actually, my point that we were getting to with this before we got off track a little bit was him talking about him being a divisive person when. So I put a note here. It's funny and ironic that the title of Biden's inaugural address was literally America United. He literally titled his inaugural address that. Here's a quote from his inaugural address. "We can join forces, stop the shouting, and lower the temperature. For without unity, there's no peace, only bitterness and fury. No progress, only exhausting outrage. No nation, only a state of chaos. This is our historic moment of crisis and challenge, and unity is a path forward." So he's really doing a great job of promoting unity and upholding everything that he said he was going to do for the country. Huh?
I mean, I didn't hear anything bad from that, but literally, he's also doing the thing where, if you're not vaccinated, you're a piece of shit. That's what he's saying, but I mean, I don't know what...
That's not okay, though.
I don't know.
How is that any way to lead a country? You can play the blame game all you want, but that doesn't solve anything. That's not a good way to lead a country.
It doesn't, but when it has people's lives are at stake, I mean, yeah, there's fingers to point, obviously.
Okay, so what happens if some fucking vaccinated person goes and shoots someone because they're unvaccinated?
What do you mean though? Why
who is that on?
The person themselves in their fucking mind that they were crazy because they thought they took it that far.
So,
that's not nobody else's
else's
fault.
person going and killing
going back
somebody
to guns
because
too. Because first of all, how did they get access to the gun?
Oh, well, that's
it goes all back to that then too. Like,
yeah, I want to talk about that at some point.
Pull that shit out of your ass.
No, I mean the blaming doesn't solve anything, and I'm saying that for every single president. I'm not saying that Trump never did that either, but I mean that's not a good way to lead a country, especially when this country is literally in fucking tattered pieces right now. I mean somebody's got to actually be a good leader, and so yeah, I mean that's pretty much all I had to say about that. Yeah. Really,
Biden isn't, but I sure as fuck know that Trump is not announced better.
I don't know if either of them are good.
So
no. And it's crazy that...
But I do know that Bernie could have done something. And you know what, you guys, 2015, 2016, you guys all fucked that up for all of us.
Stupid. They were never going to elect Bernie. Because they couldn't control him like they could Biden. They were never going to elect him.
Yeah, because Bernie is a socialist.
Well, yeah, and that too. But listen, I liked Bernie. I don't know. He had some good ideas. Yeah,
so
and he wasn't... I mean, he might have been a little corrupted, but not as corrupted as some of these other motherfuckers.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the next stage for us is communism. So if you guys want to get Communist Manifesto, just type it up on Google, look it up, read it, get to know it.
I'll leave a link in the description.
We're going to talk about it next week. Read 1984, I think.
No, yeah. That's a great book, actually. That's a really great book. I
still haven't read it. But...
I might have a copy, yeah. I'll give it to you. You can read it. Well, you probably won't read it, will you?
Yeah, I need the audiobook.
Okay. Yeah, the fucking audiobook. I mean, I don't know if you have anything else to
I did really fast. Okay. This is a spoiler warning, you guys. If you haven't seen Spider-Man.
Oh shit, turn it off right now if you haven't.
Yeah, stop listening. I don't know for how long.
If you haven't seen a new Spider-Man, skip ahead. Exactly 5 minutes, you should be good. If you don't skip and you get spoilers, that's your fault. You can't blame us. But there's some big spoilers here, so for real. 5 minutes. If not, enjoy the Spider-Man commentary.
Damn, so I just want to say right off the bat is they did Aunt May so fucking dirty. And pretty much this whole trilogy, she was just a piece of ass. And for the last movie, they want to use her as a whole, oh my God, Peter, remember me like this. And give her such a shitty... Once, when I saw the fucking goblin call his little fucking thing, oh my God, I knew she was dead. When she fell to that ground, I was like, ain't nobody fucking surviving that. That bitch is dead. And she got back up. I was like, she's dying. And she fucking died. That was actually really sad. And then I got over it. Because we got all 3 Spider-Men in the next one. So
yeah, big spoilers happening right now. Big spoilers. I don't know. I thought that movie was fucking amazing. And it broke box office records. It was second to Endgame. Second to Endgame.
I loved it.
And without China, too.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest market in the world. Crazy.
I thought it was great because, I mean, I've always said this. Andrew Garfield has been my favorite Spider-Man. And everyone now is such a fan. And I'm like, okay, first of all, offended. But I'm happy because, now they're going to make more movies with him, hopefully. And that makes me really fucking happy because he never deserved the slander his movies got. Yeah, they were so fucking good. I know,
everybody said that those Spider-Man movies sucked. I haven't even seen them. I'll have to watch them, maybe. But, yeah, I don't know.
Gwen Stacy was my fucking life. And then I don't think I saw all of the second movie because I didn't want to see her die. So I was like, when he fucking saved MJ.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty dope.
It was so good, guys. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, 10
I saw it in...
Might have been where I got COVID in that packed-ass theater.
So, yeah, I saw it in the theater, and I got lucky because the row that I was sitting in, nobody showed up. I was, in the left side of the theater, and there was, 5 seats in my row. So only I showed up, and everyone else did not show up. So I had, the whole row to myself.
Damn.
I was able to cry a little bit, wipe the tears off, and then get back up. Ooh. Let's talk about Wanda too. Wanda came out in the end. That's my bitch. And everyone was fucking hyping her up. And I was like, as they should, because WandaVision did that. WandaVision was so good. I mean, I'm just so excited for everything that's coming next. Just with Doctor Strange. Wanda.
Wait, she came out in the end?
Oh, you didn't see the end credits?
Like the full end?
Yeah.
Like all the way after the credits? No,
all the way at the end. It was like a Doctor Strange trailer.
I had read somewhere that the next movie is going to be the Doctor Strange movie in like March or May of next year or some shit like that. So
the only thing
I like Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he scares me. He looks like an alien. I said he looks like Paul the alien. So he does. Very much so.
I fuck with him though.
Yeah, I'm also glad that he didn't have that big of a part in the movie. As like, I don't know. I just saw him and I thought he was gonna be throughout the movie. So I'm glad that Peter put him away.
Yeah, he got locked away.
And Peter did his thing like a dumbass and had to learn some lessons. And I honestly I love Tom Holland. That's my man's. But he was so stupid in this fucking movie. And he didn't even listen to MJ when she literally told him, don't make any fucking decisions without consulting us. And look at what he fucking does. He erases their memory. Like, that is so selfish, I think. I don't know.
Oh, you don't agree with that?
No, I totally did not agree with that. And she's going to fall in love with someone else because of that. And it was just so stupid. And
I don't know if
I was even more annoyed.
What do you do? Do you destroy the whole world to
I don't know. It was just more annoying because... I
think it was a very grown-up thing for him to make that choice.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think it made sense anyways because Aunt May's dead. So what the fuck is... So he just literally wants no one to know him? Because nobody knows Peter Parker.
Yeah, but all those people were about to... Yeah.
Would he make the wish? What was it?
That nobody knows Spider-Man's identity. Yeah, so nobody knows who Peter Parker is. Yeah. But all those fucking villains and everybody were going to come and fucking destroy him and the whole entire Earth. So what? You have all that happen?
No, well, Doctor Strange was doing his thing to fix it. Like he was
couldn't
doing
fix
something.
it. That's what he said. The only way was for them to...
So I'm going
to
watch it again.
Bring it back. Yeah.
I don't know.
That's what happened, though.
I need to watch... Okay, because... I could have sworn there was some other fucking...
No, there was no other way.
I'm pretty sure there's something else they could have done.
No, there's no other way.
There's so many realities and variants, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Point is, Amazing Spider-Man, I gave it 30 out of 10 because of the three Spider-Man. So.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. I give it 10 out of 10, too. I mean, I was fucking engaged, and I just got into all the Avengers movies, but...
yeah, you did.
But, I mean, it was a great movie. And that's the first movie that I've seen in theaters in a long time, too. Well, no, I saw Eternals, take that back. But, like, a packed theater like that, like, it was really dope.
I don't know. And then I think this last weekend I went to see Resident Evil also. Was so mad because nothing like how I expected. And I even fell asleep during the movie because I saw, like, a late showing. I think it was 11. And my stupid ass, I was just, like, kind of getting over my sickness, so I'd taken NyQuil and I got drowsy because I had taken a dab as I was driving there, and then when I got there in the parking lot, so when I sat down, I started knocking out, and that movie helped not one single bit.
Was it a zombie movie?
Yeah, and it was ass, honestly. They butchered one of my favorite characters. I don't know for fucking what, but by the end, it sets up a sequel, and I'm like, please finish so I can get the fuck out of here. But, I mean, yeah, for movies, that's all I have. And I think next week I might talk about another movie because I got this AMC thing where you get to see, like, 3 movies a week at the theaters.
Oh, yeah, damn.
But maybe not because of this variant, so we'll see. Because I'm very hesitant.
Shut everything down.
But see, I'm probably going to go out New Year's Eve, so.
Well, shit, yeah. I mean, that's all I had to talk about. I did want to say one more thing, too, I just want to make note. I feel like this is a pretty divisive episode between us. We had a lot of disagreements about a lot of things. But I think that's one of the things that, like, when we started the show, I think that's one of the things that made the show work out the best was the fact that we disagreed on a lot of things, and it made it made it for better conversation. I just want to say I think it's important to have conversations with people that you would disagree with. Like, I feel like a lot of people shy away from conversations that they disagree with people, but it's like you're not gonna like learn anything new or strengthen your viewpoint if you don't have those conversations, even if they're tough conversations to have. Get over it and just have the conversation. You'll learn some shit new.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I told you before, I only have these conversations with you because I feel like you're in the middle, not on purpose, but I feel like also with my viewpoints, when I bring up certain things, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. So then I know that you're not a complete dumbass and you're not a complete,
Yeah.
side person.
Not,
Oh, fuck, you're not a conservative ass motherfucker, but
I mean, I lean right on some things, but
yeah, so I know like it is gonna bring up very intense moments because I know from where I come from, at least, the good, nice spots of LA, we're
nice,
very, very to the left over there, and it's like I know from how we come off of things, it's like very spicy. It's like we're gonna attack if you're not with the shit. It's like if you look like a piece of shit, act like a piece of shit, saying piece of shit things, oh no, we're not gonna hold back.
Yeah.
And it whether or not, if we know these things or not, because what we think is good, I mean, that's what we know. In my opinion, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, for example, even like those Black Lives Matter things, not even to go on a tangent, but when those were going on, like, it was all solidarity and all togetherness, and like those who weren't, it was like, fuck you guys, like, you guys are not on the right side. And it's so aggressive a type of approach. So I'm like,
which is funny because it's like solidarity and we're all together.
Yeah,
but like, fuck you if you're not. So
yeah,
if you're not together.
Well, I mean, it makes sense too, though.
No thing in trying to understand. That's the thing. Is I think if those people just came together and had conversations instead of yelling at each other, they could have figured out so much shit.
Yeah,
like they probably could have figured out that they agree on a lot of things. Yes and no,
because even yelling your point across doesn't even do much. Whereas if you're doing it peacefully, they're not. What more are they gonna fucking care? So that's when you gotta go crazy. You gotta go full anarchist, and that's where I stand on things. And I think society's gonna go some days. We're gonna thrive off of anarchy or communism and all that stuff. So,
well, people love the craziness nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
People love it.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, that's all we got for episode 3, I think.
Yeah.
It's a good episode.
So you're wrong, you guys, if we didn't say that in the beginning. I think I heard somewhere that we have to say the name of the show.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think so.
I think I said you're wrong, actually, in conversation a couple of times because you were wrong about a few things.
Context, bitch.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That was not.
I think I said I might have said in the beginning, but yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get this down, you guys.
Slowly but surely. Hey, it's a learning curve. You learn as you go.
But with that being said, I'm Andres.
I'm Codee.
And we'll see you guys. Oh, not see you guys actually yet. Talk to you guys later.
Yep, clocking out.
Bitch.
Peace.